Welcome back to the Stretford End, everyone. Me, your host, Session Johnson, and of course, the latest Manchester United news here for you first. And as you see, Antony in the thumbnail. But before we get into speaking about the news and more about our favorite club, subscribe to the channel. Our goal is 1,000 subscribers, please. And of course, link to our various socials in the description. So, let's get into the news right away. So Erik ten Hag is targeting at least 5 signings before the transfer window closes, and that was brought by Samuel Luckhurst, and that is what we expect. We do need to see a huge number of signings. I know in the season, Ragnick said that we need up to 10 new players, but 5 is what the target is for Erik ten Hag, and that potentially, looking at the way the news is going, is Antony, Frankie de Jong, perhaps, a Urian Timber, and perhaps maybe a David Raum, who we will speak about later on in the video, who's also being targeted by Manchester United. And then you look at Evan Nielsen as well, who also is a striker from Porto that we have put in an offer for. But it's very, very crazy. But that is why I said busy times ahead, because there is quite a few things happening at Manchester United. Lots of deals being spoken about, and being worked on. And here we find ourselves, shall I say, on the crux of an important week, because we know that if a signing is made before Friday, the Glazers will get their dividends for that. Is that something, and that is that the reason why we are looking to make a signing by the end of this week? Probably yes, because at the end of the day, it's the bottom line that matters to the Glazers and what they can pocket out of whatever happens at Manchester United. And for us in itself, we need to take this and understand that there is a new recruiting team that has just started working together. Lots of staff members left, were fired, and we have to give this team time. Ten Hag and John Murta are at the head of this particular transfer team, and we need to trust that Ten Hag knows what he's doing, that John Murta wants to do the best for Ten Hag. Richard Arnold himself said it in his video. If you haven't seen that video that I've made, definitely go and check it out and drop a like on that too. He said change is coming, and he said that he told John Murta, there's the money, and he told Ten Hag, who do you want? So it's just a matter of us actually ensuring that we get these players over the line. So I did mention David Raum, and there is a report from Pletigo, a reliable German source, and it says that Manchester United want David Raum from Hoffenheim, and he is a left back. Talks have taken place, are ongoing and good, but still a long way to go. His fee will probably be around 30 to 35 million euro, and it is said that this transfer can happen. So, in itself, that is competition for Luke Shaw. And from what I've seen, he seems to be better than Alex Telles and is good in the tackle and good going forward. However, it's not really a priority signing for Ten Hag and Manchester United. We know that we have Telles and Luke Shaw at left back, and it sincerely probably comes down to the factor that what Ten Hag will want to see in the preseason, which starts in about a week's time. Does he want a new left back, or is he going to try and make Luke Shaw the quality left back that we know he can be? I mean, a season ago under Ole, he was seen as the best left back in the world, so we have to see exactly what Ten Hag can do on that particular case. I mean, there are a lot of players who want to stay to fight for their place. Brandon Williams, Wan-Bissaka, so it is surely a moment where these players look at themselves and try to make a mark in the team. And in all honesty, Luke Shaw is better than Alex Telles. And if Ten Hag can definitely make Luke Shaw at least half of what Tagliafico was for him at Ajax, then we definitely will have a serious left back on our hands with better coaching and with better quality. So keep an eye out on the David Raum rumors, and we'll definitely see exactly where that does end up. So Manchester United's scouting department is being revamped again under John Murta and Erik ten Hag. And Samuel Luckhurst brought us that. So I said earlier that we definitely have a new transfer team. And yes, we know that many people that were involved in the scouting at Manchester United, the head of scouting and the rest of the team, were fired. So it is definitely important to note that with Ten Hag revamping the scouting department, we definitely will scout quality players that we don't know about, like the likes of David Raum, who definitely did the job at Hoffenheim at left back in the Bundesliga and definitely can come into Manchester United and probably, you know, fight for the starting position. And Ten Hag probably knows that there are players he can take from a certain level and make them world class. So we just have to ensure that we trust what they are doing in the scouting department. Furthermore, as you see in the thumbnail, Antony, our first signing. And the reason why I have said this is because his deal seems more closer than the Frankie de Jong deal, which is quite weird, but also understanding to the factor that Frankie de Jong is a big deal. There are a lot of things that we have to consider in that deal being done. Whereas Antony, it's quite simple. He played under Ten Hag. Ajax knows his valuation. We are willing to meet the evaluation. And that being said, Neil Costas at The Sun basically came out and said Manchester United officials are set to arrive in Amsterdam today to finalize a deal for Antony. Manchester United are closing in on their first signing of the summer, with Antony moving from Ajax in a 40 million transfer. I've spoken about Antony plenty of times. We know his quality. We know the kind of player that he is and can be. And we know what he produced for Ten Hag last season. And Ten Hag trusts him. And if we can get a pure right winger with a left foot that can play up front and on the left as well, then we definitely have a quality player that will become world class with better players around him. And imagine that. Think about it. If Ten Hag is able to get Christian Eriksen, Frankie de Jong, Antony, and perhaps a Jurrien Timber or Alessandro Martinez, perfect transfer window. Yes, it's 4 players, and then maybe we can see to go and look, maybe signing a left back or a right back for that matter. We do have problems at right back. Yes, Diogo Dalot is there. Yes, the club said they are not putting him up for sale, then he is in Ten Hag's plans, but somebody needs to come in to compete against him. It's definitely not Brandon Williams, and it's definitely not Wan-Bissaka. So that looks like a perfect transfer window, but those could be the 5 names that Ten Hag wants to bring in to Manchester United to start his revolution of the club and to implement his style of play that he wants to do. Now, I did say preseason starts in a week's time, and ideally, Erik Ten Hag would get clarity over both Christian Eriksen and Frankie de Jong before the non-international players return to Carrington on Monday. If we can get Frankie de Jong and Christian Eriksen and perhaps Antony signed, not signed maybe, but get the deals agreed and get it done in principle before preseason starts on Monday, that would be fantastic. That would be a huge, huge coup for Manchester United. In itself, managing Barca came out this morning and said that Barcelona are sure that Frankie de Jong will join Manchester United. Now there you have it itself. Like I said, busy times ahead. It looks a lot like we are going to make 3 signings. It looks like we're going to have 3 announcements being made. Frankie de Jong, the second bid, is on its way to Barcelona, and it's probably a bid that they will accept because it's much, much closer to what they want for Frankie de Jong. Our representatives are in Amsterdam today getting the deal done for Antony, and Christian Eriksen has to accept our offer that we have given him. So potentially we could be looking at making 3 announcements, 3 signings. Busy times ahead, but also exciting times ahead for the likes of us as Manchester United supporters. And that is why we need to trust that the work is being done in the background. Guys, Ten Hag wants this club to be winning trophies and succeeding again. And the only way that is going to happen is if he gets who he wants. And I'm glad to see that Frankie de Jong is progressing and that Barcelona have resigned to the fact that he definitely will come to Manchester United. First priority signing for Ten Hag, done. Antony is the next signing that he wants. We are sorting it out. Get it done. And of course, I'm sure he has spoken to Christian Eriksen and has told him, yes, come to us, come and play, come and be a playmaker at Manchester United. Danny Murphy on TalkSport said that there's no way that Eriksen would go there. We have enough creative options. We don't have any creative options other than Bruno. The players that we could have had, like Pogba, etc., Mata, are gone. So we need a Frankie de Jong and a Christian Eriksen. And Ten Hag has said that he wants both of them, Frankie de Jong and Eriksen, and he wants Antony. So busy times ahead, and like I said, a potential triple announcement coming in soon. That is absolutely exciting. But we have to wait for that official news from the big ones such as Fabrizio, David Ornstein, etc. Thank you guys for joining me in today's video. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. Our goal is 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And of course, links to our socials in the description below. That is it, me, Sashin Johnson from the Street Within. Till we speak again soon, Red Devils. Have a wonderful day further. Bye-bye.